Should you, as a coach, consultant, small B2B CEO, should you join Clubhouse? Now, I don't have a yes or no for an answer. I just have a few questions, a few thoughts for you. And I'm assuming when I give you these thoughts that you're actually trying to maximize for revenue, that you don't join LinkedIn, you haven't joined LinkedIn to have virtual coffees and to do networking and to have fun, that this is actually about business for you. So in case you haven't heard yet, Clubhouse is the new green grass on the other side. It is the hot social network that everyone is trying to join. And it's hard to join because it's invite only, and these invites are hard to come by. So it's all one big social status scramble. And the way Clubhouse works is that it's entirely audio based. You create rooms for yourself where you just talk and people can kind of raise their hand to say something, and it's all audio based, and you can invite people to that, and whoever has the biggest room then is the winner. And since so many people are talking about it, I've been thinking on whether I should try to join it and try to diversify into that channel. So here are 4 thoughts that hopefully will be useful to you. And I actually think that number 3 is the actual clincher. All right, so let's go into it. Thought number 1. It is hard to master even one social network and to grow an audience organically and to polarize people in just the right way so that you can separate those who are only interested in what you have to say to those who really need help. That is difficult. It's not easy. And so if you are now trying to go into a second social network before having mastered the process on LinkedIn, I think you are splitting your focus, and the man who chases 2 rabbits catches neither. So, however, if you do have a predictable process on LinkedIn, then you may want to diversify. The question is if Clubhouse is then really the number 1 thing for you to consider, whether there's not, for example, something like Facebook groups. Okay, so that's thought number 1. Thought number 2 is there's opportunity cost in you going on there and trying to figure it out. The time that you are spending on Clubhouse, building your audience, ingratiating yourself to the powers that be, that time could maybe be spent in a better way on LinkedIn. Now, I have good momentum on LinkedIn right now, and I wouldn't want to let that go to waste just by going on another platform. So thought number 2 is opportunity cost. Are you really making the most of your time? Thought number 3, if Clubhouse will be the next big thing indeed, you don't need to be among the first to join it. There are actually people who became huge on LinkedIn in 2020. You know, Julie Hruska is a perfect example. She started in April 2020 with 400 followers, and she now has some, I don't know, I think by now she's going to be at 50 or over 50,000. So you can absolutely make it on a platform that is many, many years old. So if Clubhouse will really turn out to be the next big thing, you're going to be perfectly fine if you join them 2 years from now, even 5 years from now. So, and by that time, the great thing is that you will know if it was all hype or if it really got traction. So consider that. And thought number 4, do you actually have a solid hypothesis for how you will actually generate clients? Not just exploring it and seeing what happens there, because there's so many other things you could be doing. Think opportunity cost. If you have a solid hypothesis, yes, this is how I'm going to go in, this is what I'm going to do, and invariably revenue will fall out at the end of it, then go ahead. So, as you can imagine, all of those thoughts have led me to conclude that I'm not going to be joining Clubhouse anytime soon. But if you have a plan, if you know what you're going to do, and if you actually succeed with that, please share with the rest of us.